Alright, my dears, and hello and welcome back. So, today we're doing a galaxy. Now, this was one of our Gemho's ideas in the first place. I believe it was Nikki's. So, I went ahead and went with the challenge. I had so much fun finding all the stuff for this and researching and trying out different ideas. You saw me try out this whole idea the first time in this, and this was kind of like my little galaxy ring, and I really liked it. Okay, so I've kind of adapted and changed a few things so that we can have more. I've got a whole range over here. I've got black and white, obviously, since we always use them pretty much. And I've got light peach, pink, I believe this is magenta, and dark purple. So I have like a range of basically pinkies and purples, okay? These are my other ones to surprise and bring in if we want to. This is goldenrod and imperial violet. So those can be peek-in colors, surprise colors, kind of, if you want to use them. That's what I'm using. Remember, you can use whatever colors you want. And that is, that's serious. Like, you really can. If you're doing something like this, you can always just use a whole family of colors. If you want to use blues, start with, really light blues and go to like super dark greens, or vice versa. Really light greens go to super dark blues. Use yellows and go all the way to like dark browns and like reds. Okay, so just do whatever you feel like, because there's no real right or wrong in here. We're mixing if we can mix goldenrod and imperial violet, which aren't supposed to be mixed technically speaking, then we're good. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to begin by making I want my lighter area to be down and around here. And it's going to kind of be like all like cloudy and molten-esque, I guess, would be a great sort of, I don't know, describing way for this thing. And I don't want it to be like, how we have just on our normal gems, we have, well, you can't really see that at all, can you? But on our normal gems, we have, our reflected light kind of goes down here, and then we gradiate up from here to a much darker color. We still want to do that because it's a gem, but we want our reflected light to be very organic, basically, and act more like a nebula. So, what I'm doing is kind of figuring out where I want that to be, kind of going in and outlining it in these big oval circular coloring. And we're going to overlap and layer a lot, okay? Just so you know right now what you're in for. Make sure your pencils are pretty stinking sharp. You will need them to be. And use light layers. I know I harp on it all the time, but I'm serious. You want these to blend absolutely seamlessly into one another, and so you want those light layers to be there. I'm going to put some of this up here too, for no real reason. Okay, I'm going to go over here to my pink and start going over some of the beige, or light peach, not beige, light peach. And go in, and as you can see, like the white is here, And then I'm over here, and I'm leaving like an edge, basically, of my beige. Oh my gosh, it's light peach, not beige. I just think beige, like, because that's, I don't know, the color of skin tone or something. Maybe not my skin tone, but I'm a little odd, so that's alright. We're just going to do our light little layers. Kind of go out from here. Just like this. Kind of leaving that little tiny hint up there. And remember, like, when you have your reflected light, your shadow is directly across from it. So, let's go to our next one, which is magenta. And it is a very, very intense color. Goodness. I don't do a lot of pink gems and stuff like that because I'm not a huge fan of the color pink. Please don't hate me. I have a lot of, especially women, who will give me disregarding marks because I don't really like pink, which is fine. Like, I don't care. I just think it's funny. Like, I've never been like a very girly girl. That was always my sister, my little sister. She's a very girly girl growing up. So I'm gonna bring this one down, I think, a little bit. And I'm gonna go up here and go ahead and color this in. Oh, I'm gonna start a little nub in there. I guess I'll go around it this way. And I kind of want the colors to like come in and go around and mold themselves. Okay, sorry. I got a really, really weird text message just then. Excuse me. Alright, so now I'm going on to dark purple. And just begin going in and darkening up this area up here for our shadow. And I'm going to tell you right now that I am like dying to pick up my odorless mineral spirits and blend all of this together. Like, oh my gosh, it's killing me. It's killing me, Smalls. It's killing me. I'm not going over all of it completely because I do want to leave some spots a little bit lighter, a little bit darker, you know, help kind of bring in that organic nebula type look to it. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna do it. Where is one of my decently sharpened little paper stumps over here? I want to have gray on it, so I gotta clean it off real quick. Alright. Quick touch to the mineral spirits, and then I'm gonna start with my lights. Bring them in a bit. And you can do this, I mean, just completely with pencils. And just get it to be smooth, but you use a lot more pressure than I want to use at this point. So, I'm just basically totally cheating here. But I love the way this smooths everything out and gives you such a great blend. And it gets rid of all of your little white spots without a lot of fuss. And then we have a back to work on, basically, that doesn't have any little white spots. So from here on out, it's just colored pencils type thing. Unless you want to, you know, do more blending and such with it, which you totally can. You could also blend it using your Colorless blender pencil as well. That just takes, you know, a little bit more time. So, let's go back down to pink. And I want to start going in and making some of our clouds down here. Our nebulousness. Just working at it and working at it. I think we will have an absolutely fabulous pink nebula. And going back up to magenta. And I'm basically just doing the same thing as where I'm going in and I'm just following the shapes basically that we've already made. I mean, your shape will be different from mine, so that's fine. And it should be. Yeah, I really like the way this looks. Like, I really, really do. And I want to bring in that Imperial Purple and just get some almost like peekaboo colors going on. Just gonna come in over here and just be kind of a surprise almost that it's there, because it's a very blue purple compared to what we've got already. I kind of wanted to just peek in and out here and there. And dark purple. So you can get our darks going on again. Now up here, I want it to get quite a bit darker. So I think I'm going to go get my black and just get some of that depth in here real quick. Because your shadow, as always, in a gem is important. You need it to be darker in that area so that you get your 3D effect. So I'm going to make sure that my edges over here definitely dark all the way to some of it down here. Just so that I've got some, make sure that I have, you know, my bases covered. And then come in with my dark purple and give it some more of a saturated color look and not just black on it. Now, I'm using much heavier pressure now than I was before to make sure that that black and that purple got together and we're happy. I want to put more darks over here. Why? For the fun of it. That's why. What do you guys think? Do you like this so far? I like it. I want to go in with my peach and kind of do some blending in here. Make it look all nice and cloudy and such. And here's where the prismas and their waxiness are really going to show, because I'm kind of just, you know, mashing them almost together over here to get that cloudy look that happens when you're using a lighter color to blend other colors, which is good because we want that on this, definitely. Up here, I think I'm going to use the pink in order to do the blending up here. So this is looking so wonderful. Get my little duster brush over here. This is actually a blush brush, but I don't actually wear makeup ever, so its better use is on my art table. Alright, so goldenrod. We haven't really used it, so I thought, hey, why not? And just put in some little touches of it. Really make this, like, look almost like fires or lights in the nebula somewhere. And it will go over the pinks really well because it's going to make them more orangey. I'm trying to kind of avoid going over dark purple because it will not look that great with purple. But I really think it gives it that extra little, we'll go up here maybe. I just don't want it to look bad, you know? Yeah, shouldn't have used my finger. And then last but not least, of course, our white, which we're going to brighten down here. Just make sure all of this is blended in. And blended up. Maybe actually lighten some of these areas just a little bit to make sure that we have that whole nebulous look of cloudiness. Cloudiness McCloudersons. Let's see. I look back and forth between this actual drawing and what you're seeing on the video just to make sure that you guys are getting an accurate representation. It also helps me to spot different things. And now I'm just trying to refine different colors and get it all completely blended. Alright, so I'm so happy with that right now. Like, so happy. Alright, I'm gonna get my jelly roll out and scribble it over here so that it gets going. Then I'm going to make little stars in our nebula, in our galaxy. Because galaxies are awesome. And then going to have, of course, our little shine. And today, my jelly roll has decided to turn pink. That's cool. Um, I've noticed that Prismas do this, where they will take your highlight color and turn it to something else. Now, this could be a couple of different things. It could be that there is something that is in the actual jelly roll gel ink that sort of dissolves it or something. But I really don't know. I have noticed, though, that what you can do is let your gem sit and just kind of chillax on its own for a while, and then after that it's almost like it's dried or something, which doesn't make any sense since these are colored pencils. But if I go back after a day and actually like put on highlights, then nothing happens. But this has happened with my jelly roll now. It's happened with my Uniball Signal. It's happened with, I think, the Posca paint pen. I'm not sure. But hey, we'll try it anyway, because why not? But yeah, it's weird. Since working so far, we'll see if it stays white. Yeah, so far. It's kind of turning pink, so. I mean, I really didn't want pink highlights on this. I really didn't. But I guess it kind of goes with our Nebula feel. However, I will leave this for a little while and come back and possibly white out my highlights again and see if that helps. If anybody knows why that happens, you should let me know or enlighten all of us, because I know it's happened to quite a few people before. So I take back what I said about only happening with the Uniball Signo for sure, because apparently it's happening with just about any jelly roll pen or any white highlight pen. So there we go with our super pink highlights, dear Lord. And that is going to be our little Nebula gem or galaxy gem. I really love it despite the pink highlights. So I'm going to finish out coloring all of this, and I'll try and make some more white highlights and post a picture for you guys. Alright, see you later. Bye.